went to the Fenty Beauty event and Rihanna was there and it was insane. I'll put up a few little clips that I filmed whilst I was there. And we were given some items from it. We got colour matched at the event, so I have a foundation, I have some other bits and bobs, so I'll put these on. They are not a first impressions. I did actually wear these yesterday, the day after I got them, and I'll talk about how I kind of felt they went on my skin through the day, which it was good, but I'll speak about at the end because I'm sure you just want to see it on my face. So let's go. And I'm just going to use my Liz Earl moisturizer. I have to say, because I have used the foundation, that it is quite dry. So if you do have dry skin, definitely good moisturizer before. And if you have any dry patches, definitely exfoliate before, because I noticed when I was using it yesterday, it definitely was catching in any dry areas. I don't actually have her primer, and I didn't even use a primer yesterday, and it lasted really well on my skin, so I'm not going to use a primer today. But if I do, the primer I love using is the Hourglass Veil Primer. I have a combination oily skin. Like, my skin is kind of normal, some dry areas if I have any blemishes, and my T-zone, very, very oily. The things I have in this beautiful bag, the Killawatt highlighter in famous now Trophy Wife. I was surprised when I used this. I used it very lightly at the event and even worked on my skin tone. It can be very subtle and it's very beautiful. I even did put this on my boyfriend's face yesterday because why not? And he was watching telly and I glanced at him and his cheekbones were just catching the light and he looked glorious. Also have the Matchstick. This is a shimmer skin stick. I haven't used this one. This one is in Rum Gloss Bomb Lip Gloss, which I love. It's very comfortable, smells really good. Foundation I have is in 140. At first, I'm not sure if this is too light for my skin. I feel it does actually match my face, but my face isn't really tan and the rest of my body is darker. But once I've bronzed up and everything, I think it's fine. And I guess it'll work for me still in the winter. When I used foundation yesterday, I did not use a brush, I just used my hands. But today, I will use this brush, which I haven't cleaned this. Oh dear. I do like the packaging. We've all seen this. There's been a million videos. I have watched a lot of them myself. Beautiful frosted packaging. I feel like the coverage is good and I heard that you can layer it up. You do have to work very quickly and it is quite a dry, matte foundation. I have seen people say it oxidizes, but then I love reading the comments of videos and people are saying it isn't oxidizing, it's the drying down and it does go a little bit darker. Once it is kind of blended in, I feel it's okay. I think it looks so natural on the skin. Well, that's the before and after so far. Coverage is good, but I have had better. I do have, like this one for instance, by The Balm is a very, very good coverage. When I used it with my fingers yesterday, I actually really liked the application. Really not covering the red areas I have here. I have a few little lumps there at the moment and it's catching dry areas I have on my chin. Well, this is more my problem side and I do feel like it's not giving me as much coverage, but hey, that's what concealer's for. As long as it's evening the skin tone, that's really what a foundation should be doing. I do really love how my skin looks. Natural skin effect. I think because it isn't completely matte, it does have that slight shine. I do feel like it does look very natural. Yeah. I do feel it is a little bit light compared to the rest of my body. For how lightweight it feels, it does feel very pigmented. I'm just going to go over and conceal my face with my usual concealer, which you all should recognise if you watched my videos before. This is the L'Oreal Touche Magique. Under my eyes, I have very dark circles. I mostly twist it to get the product under here. Then what's left, I then do on like these areas. I'm just going to speed through this bit. I do feel the foundation hasn't really sat well around my nose, the edges of my nose and my actual nose. And I feel as I'm doing my makeup that I do feel like the foundation is getting drier, which I do like. I really do like a matte finish. I do feel I only need to powder where I've put concealer. I don't really feel like I need to powder my whole face like I usually do. Powder is my trusty Too Faced Primed and Poreless. I like to powder my under eyes as soon as I blend that in. I tend to just do that with my ring finger. There we go, a nice and matte under eye with hopefully, I don't think you can see my dark circles. I hope I have camouflaged them enough. I think for this Rum Shimmer Stick Matchstick, I'm going to use this on my eyes. That is such a beautiful colour. That will be such a beautiful highlight on deeper skin tones. That is stunning. But for my contour, I'll be using my trusty Kat Von D Shade and Light. This one is the one I always use. Usually I powder my whole face before I then go in with my powder contour. Because I haven't, and this has that slight little bit of shine, I do feel it makes the product be more pigmented and be more noticeable. So just in the usual areas, bringing back the warmth. And also with these shades, this one I use for my under eyes, this you can use for that kind of triangle section underneath. I want some more colour, so with the Benefit Hoola, which I've only just started using on this beautiful, soft, fluffy brush. This is the Blush Brush by Real Techniques. Just basically put colour everywhere on my face, but then kind of leaving inner areas. With that same brush, I am then going to use this in NARS Orgasm. Tala time! I'm just going to use my Sephora fan brush. I finally picked myself up a super cute little thin fan brush. I just noticed as that's catching the light, it goes a beautiful sparkly purple. I love how the bottoms are curved, so when you hold it, it feels very comfortable. Oh my god. That would make a beautiful eyeshadow. Ooh, maybe I should use this with the shimmer stick on the eyes. I think that would be very pretty. And then for my other highlight, I haven't actually put anything down, so I'm just going to use this Balm palette. This is an eyeshadow palette. The Smoking shade is really beautiful and light. Down here, that's the cutest though. Nose, on the brow. Flat shadow brush straight in to Trophy Wife. Such a fine glitter. It looks so magical and it stays on the skin so well. The Diego Dalla Palma brush, number 12. This is my favourite brush. Brush straight onto the stick. I'll turn up the lid as well. Blending brush, soften the edges. It's subtle, it's shimmery, it's beautiful. I'm just going to put a white eyeliner just underneath just to open my eyes because I have little eyes. Eyeliner, trusty Kat Von D. I've used this one so much that it's really worn. I can't tell if that's even right now. I'm not going to move on to brows and then look back at the liner. Okay. At the moment I'm using the Goof Proof Brow and then the Ready Set Brow, both from Benefit. Favorite mascara at the moment, this is Pure Fully Charged. Look at the difference! Mascara, top and bottom, and nothing. I have decided to wear some false lashes. So these are the ones I'm currently wearing. These are the Foxy Looks lashes in Perfect. I have cut them down. There's this little amount that I cut off. This glue really stinks. Ta-da! Okay, now it's lips time. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, now let's style my hair and do some close-ups. But I hope you guys liked this little chatty talk through video. Oh, I also want to say, yes, I wore these products, but when I wore the foundation yesterday, I put it on in the morning and it was 10:15. I had that on all day through getting my hair done, then traipsing through London, like running, getting the train, coming home. Had that on my face till late at night, and even then it still looked good. It had a slight kind of shine, like a healthy glow to the face, but it didn't look like, oh my god, I need to powder. Whenever I've worn foundations before and not powdered, it's never lasted well, so I'm really pleasantly surprised at how well this foundation does last on my skin without a primer, without powdering my whole entire face. So loving that. But as I said, let's get on to making myself look prettier and some close-ups for you too.